So you say this is her last mission on the earth. How many times again?
93.
593. So what, this is her 593rd life, and this is her last life because the planet is in transition, and is that correct?
That's correct.
Well, in the next 5 years, where do you see Roxy in the next 5 years? On the other side of this transition? Or will it be?
No, she is continuing her evolving. She is evolving her work to awaken the masses.
And so all 500 times, 593 times, has she always been a human?
No.
What was she the very first time she ever decided to, when she decided to come to the earth? What was she the first time?
When she came down, she came to serve. She was one of us. Is one of us.
She was one of us, you say?
Yes. She looked like us.
Is that an octopus form then?
That is just one of the abilities that we have.
And she lived under the water then?
Yes.
And how many lifetimes did she live in the water before she decided to come to the surface of the planet? Just curious.
Okay. Has evolved.
How many times? Did you say 410?
She has evolved.
She has... Okay, I'm sorry.
She has evolved from water to earth 122 times.
And then after so was she like 120 different species under the water then?
She evolved from species to species.
Very good. And then when she decided to take up residence on the planet's surface, what was the first type of being she was there? Was she animal, or did she come directly into a human form?
She was animal. She went from mammal, tiger, to human form.
From a tiger to a human form. And the very first time in her human form, was she male or female?
She was male.
Very good. And how many, we're just curious, She had a bunch of questions, and I just wanted to go through some of these questions and get an idea of her experience from that form to her human form. So, in her very last life, what was Roxy before she came to be Roxy in her last life?
Well, she was a warrior. She was male.
She was a male and she was a warrior. And what year, what time frame was that linear time frame? Just to give an idea of
This is before known time.
Oh, very good.
Over 1400 even.
Over 1400 years ago?
Yes.
And so between these lifetimes, where is she spending her time between the lifetimes? Is she always on the planet Earth, or does she been coming back and forth?
She comes and she comes. This is the last mission.
Ah, very good. So on any of the times, the 593 times that she's been here, has she gone and manifest on other planets or in other dimensions simultaneously while she's here, or at different times? I know we keep trying to make everything linear. I apologize.
Yes.
So is she living multitudinous lives right now, in the moment of now?
Yes.
But her main focus, well, as of course Roxy is here on the planet, what are the special gifts that she's brought with her for her incarnation here on the earth?
She can picture any situation.
Can you repeat that, please?
She's able to shapeshift into any situation she finds herself in.
Ah, very good. So she's extremely flexible.
She's an empath.
Ah, and she's an empath, so that means she can feel the emotions and feelings around other people then, is that correct?
Yes, her ability.
I say you probably know a lot about yourself or about Roxy then, is that correct?
Correct.
So we have a series of questions. May we just go ahead and ask you what some of these questions are? Would you mind helping us with that then?
She may.
Oh, very good. First of all, she wants to understand why she suffers from PTSD. What makes her suffer from that? What is the cause of that?
Roxy made a contract to experience pain, the full range of pain. And in her lifetime, she has suffered less. Her many lifetimes, the majority of them, were to experience.
And what is the purpose what's the purpose of her deciding to, why would she decide to choose that?
As a healer, you must taste the medicine before you can heal it, before you can heal with it.
So as she's experienced all these hardships, now she can then turn around and help other people who've had, or other entities who've had are dealing with the same types of issues and problems. Is that it?
That's correct.
Very good. Now, why is it that whenever she has a very important decisions to make, sometimes she freezes up and she's paralyzed? She can't move. It's hard for her to make decisions. Has that have to do with all the pain that she's experienced?
The power scares her. The power is fearful because she realizes that every thought she creates with her thought, she is able to manifest. If she experiences emotion, connects that emotion to the thought, it manifests.
Understood. Has she fulfilled her contract thus far with all of these, all the pain? And I mean, because at this point right now, 593 lives, and you said a majority of them were filled with pain. Is it time for her to, can she karmically release this contract and change the contract?
Yeah.
Well, she has a desire to do so. Is it possible that you can help her to do that then?
Yeah.
And how easy is it? What is the steps that one must take in order to change their contract if it's been fulfilled? And I believe hers has been fulfilled, has it not?
Yes, this is her last mission.
So does she have to continue with it till she passes, or or will there be a great shift and transformation of the entire planet, and she'll just be relieved of all of it then?
Great shift is coming. She has shifted. She has shifted with the new energies that have entered the planet.
And this is allowing her to release this then, is that correct?
Yes, she's at the purging stage.
When she was a small child, she had leukemia, according to her mom, and she was miraculously cured of that, was she not?
Yes.
Oh, very good. I don't know. I think mom told her, but I wasn't sure if she believed that it actually happened, but she was miraculously cured. How was she cured of that? Or why was she allowed to be cured of that?
Because her mother believed. Her mother has her gift. Her mother believed with emotion that God, her higher power, would support her in healing her child.
Oh, very good. So belief plus emotion equals action. Is that correct then?
And sacrifice.
And sacrifice. Very good. Now, since she has been in this physical form as Roxy, has she had interactions with extraterrestrials? I would say you are an extraterrestrial, are you not?
Yes, I am.
But at the same time, another aspect of her as well.
Yes.
And so, have your species or of entity, have they had any interaction with her? She's wanting to know if she's had visitations or what they call abductions. Has that happened to her in this lifetime as Roxy?
In this lifetime, yes.
And these are
previous lifetimes as well.
And okay, and so where the words that they use here, we say abductions, but she hadn't been abducted, has she? Are these just been visitations then?
She was abducted.
She was abducted?
Yes, she was.
And who had permission to abduct her?
She did not have permission to abduct her.
Ah, very.
We protected her.
You protected her.
Yes.
Can you, and then who was it who abducted her, if you don't mind, the entities?
In this lifetime, they are known as the Anunnaki. We removed the implant.
Ah. So did they recognize who and what she was and why she was here?
Yes.
And then they tried to interfere then, is that correct?
Correct.
But you protected her, and have they been removed from the planet Earth, the Anunnaki?
They have a strong influence in planet Earth.
Could you
they live underground. Not the Anunnaki not the ancient Anunnaki, the version of Anunnaki is still underground. The majority of them are now excluded from planet Earth. They have been shielded from being able to enter planet Earth until the event.
Ah, very good. Very good. And has she had any interaction? Does she know? Are you familiar with Hank?
Yes.
And what is his connection with either your species or with Roxy?
Oh, Hank is an evolved being, very evolved being, beyond my time, beyond Roxy's time.
You say beyond?
However, yes, beyond.
Okay.
However, we have absolutely shared space in other planets and shared mission in this one.
So we've shared. Had Hank ever been the particular species with the tentacles?
Yes.
And what was he doing in that particular? Was he helping that species or in their evolution as well?
Yes. That's how great.
That's how we came together then, huh?
Yes.
And then you say even after he helped with that species to ascend, is that what you would say? Is that the word you would use?
Yes. It's an ascension of the. It's an ascension of the. It's an evolutionary.
Yes.
Revolutionary process.
And so that's what brought him to that particular planet or space. Is that, would you consider that a planet or a dimension, or what would you consider that? Where we were originally?
It's a galaxy.
Ah, very good. And is it a physical galaxy?
Yes, they are stacked, somewhat stacked. Side by side, like eggs in an egg carton.
Ah, very good. And you said Hank and Roxy have had missions on other planets. So did Roxy evolve to what missions were we on before? I'll just put it that way to make it easier. Just brief.
Roxy, okay, have been on mission in planet Venus as well as Mars. Planet Earth, 3 other galaxies beyond this universe.
So we've known.
In the heaven.
I apologize. You say in heaven?
Heaven, the heavens.
The heavens.
The heavens are above and beyond our galaxy.
Oh, we call that outer space. Out in or outer. Okay, very good. And what do you know of Hank? Just, you say he was a very evolved being. What do you know of him at all?
He is creator. He has created from nothing something that has turned into what we call civilization. Has healing powers. It's his mission to heal, to create, and to cause consciousness evolution.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. And so you say you know him to have done that in other galaxies and other universes or whatever, and then he came to where you originally were, and that's where you guys have met. And since then, you've done other missions together in other places. Then is that correct?
That is correct.
Oh, very good. And what is the best way did you see that you can, Roxy can fulfill her mission on the planet Earth and her vision?
To embrace her healing abilities, to not fear her power.
Oh, very
to
good.
Remain focused on love and the power of love. To be present and not focused on the past and the future, but what is the now.
In the now, to focus on the now, okay?
So that her gift be utilized in the now. And this is her last mission.
Oh, very good. She was wondering if she and I was it meant for us, of course if it's happening, it's meant for us to come together as we are. Had we made some type of contract or agreement to work together here on the planet Earth in this now?
Yes, Roxy and Hank will be working hand in hand for this evolution.
Amazing.
It is written.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that last part again, please?
As it is written.
Ah, very good.
It was a contract.
So we will be working together. She was thinking, okay, very, very good. We can elaborate on that later. But she said when she first ran across me, something inside of her drew her to me. Who brought us together? Were there other forces?
Well, yes. The orbs that you see, the visit.
The orbs.
Yes.
Would those orbs be the orbs that they're talking about in this sphere being alliance that you hear Corey Good speaking about them? We're curious. We're both curious, she and I.
Yes.
Those are the same.
This is the mission.
So they visited Roxy, and what, did they implant something in her mind or a thought? Or how were they able to connect us? I know they did it via online, but we're just curious.
Yes, Roxy. Communicate with us and the orb are a manifestation of our communication. It is a download that is received through this galactic council.
Ah, very good. So this was all planned out then beforehand, is that correct then?
That's correct.
So there's other things that have been happening in Roxy's life, some really intense hardships, like her husband. Before he left, why did he betray? What was the purpose of him betraying Roxy? What was the purpose of that? What was she to learn from that?
contract with him was to help him see his shadow side and heal it.
Was she able to do that?
Unfortunately, it's not complete. He will be returning.
In Roxy's life again?
No, he's no longer in contract with her.
Oh, very good. Is he still physically manifest on the planet now?
Yes, he is.
And there's someone else who will help heal that within him?
Not in this lifetime, unfortunately.
Understood. And the molestation of his daughter, of Roxy's daughter, what was the purpose of that?
It's part of the contract. It was an agreement before this lifetime to experience that level of hardship.
So Roxy seems to be one real tough cookie, and her offspring as well to have to endure this. But she's doing this for the greater good of consciousness of the collective?
Yes, that's correct. It's an ability in her lineage to bring it forth, unveil it for healing.
Understood. Understood. In any of the incarnations, had she ever perpetrated these type of atrocities toward anyone else? Is it a karmic thing to where, you know, in a contract, I do it this time, this next contract, you do it this time? Is it a soul group or soul family that is going through these contracts together and living out these little melodramas here in the third dimension on Earth?
It is a contract that's created for the purpose of experiencing that level of vibrational energy in order to be able to heal, support others in the healing of such.
Because whereas some people have crumbled and deteriorated into depression, she's been able to rise above it with her special gifts and heal from it, and in turn helping heal others in that scenario. Would that be accurate?
That is correct.
Oh, very good. Now, also of the atrocities and horrible things, or you know, their contracts, and we understand those. She had a miscarriage. Has Destiny, has she reincarnated back into the family again, into her family on the planet?
Yes.
Ah, very good. And who is she? Has she been born yet, or is she on her way?
She was born. She is here in this lifetime in the now.
Amazing. And in her immediate blood family?
Yes.
And who might that be?
Destiny was destined to be twins. Destiny had a complication with the chromosome structure. Only in this lifetime, she has now imparted into two to fulfill the twin.
Ah, very good. So is she a relative of Rosie now, of Roxy's?
Yes.
And